अनुसार आम माननीय मुख्यमंत्री को उत्तरी एवं स्मृति चिन्ह दे सम्मानित करुचु। I will now request Development Commissioner Srimati Inaugural to also present the Uttariya and memento to Honorable Minister Shri Ranendra Pratap Swai. I'll request Principal Secretary Shri Arvind Padhi to present the memento and Uttariya to Srimati Inaugural and also to Mr. Ricky Cage and Mr. Vikas Khanna. And I'll also request Director Prem Chaudhary to present the memento and Uttariya to Shri Manoj Ahuja, Dr. Himanshu Pathak, Ms. Nozomi Hashimoto, and Mr. Takayuki Hagiwara. मंचासे नथिबा सबु विशिष्ट अतिथि को एभली भावे आमे स्वागत और सम्मानित करिया को जाउछु. We are truly grateful for all your presence. Thank you. We will now request our Honorable Chief Minister to officially inaugurate the International Convention on Millets by watering the plant. We request all our other dignitaries present on the dais to also water the plant. आपण माने वर्तमान देखि पारिबे गछ चारा को पानी देई आज रही अंतर्जातीय कार्यक्रम रो शुभ आरंभ होउची गोटे नुआ प्रकार रे आरो शुभ आरंभ करा जाउची. An apt way to kickstart a convention of this stature and nature. Just like the plant would grow, we expect that the millet growth story continues not just in Odisha but across the globe. Thank you. May I now request Dr. Arvind Kumar Padhi, Principal Secretary, Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment Department, Government of Odisha, to present the welcome address.
Thank you. I welcome Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, Secretary, Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, Director General ICAR, Development Commissioner, Government of Odisha, Secretaries and senior officials from the Government of India, various state governments and our own government, FAO representative in India, country representative from various other UN agencies, and participants from Africa and many other countries, Mission Shakti SSGs, FPOs, researchers from ICAR, CGIAR and various other research institutions, academia, NGO partners, students and above all farmers, brothers and sisters of Odisha to this inaugural ceremony. समस्त चासी भाई भौणी मानकु आमे हमर एई अंतर्जातीय सम्मेलन को हार्दिक स्वागत जणाउछु. We acknowledge the presence of many other distinguished guests. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, ex-chief scientist of the World Health Organization and now the chairperson of the MSSRF, the chairperson of the CACP, and many others in the audience. Much before millets became a buzzword and United Nations declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets, under the guidance of Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Odisha, launched the Odisha Millets Mission way back in 2017. We are deeply grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister for his vision and commitment, for which Odisha has now become the first and only state in the country to dedicate a day for millets, and we celebrate this humble grains in shape of this international convention. This convention also highlights the transformation that is taking place in our state. We truly feel proud and privileged and encouraged as well. With focus on dryland and rain-fed farmers, Odisha Millets Mission has been designed as a bottoms-up approach with empowerment and leadership of women self-help groups as the core strategy. This participatory and inclusive approach, driven by equity and justice, is the reason for success of this mission. While we strive to be global, we aim to be grounded in the grassroots and culture to make material difference in livelihoods of smallholder farmers mostly tribals in our state. Odisha has shown how to make millets aspirational not only for the farmers, but also for the consumers. Odisha Millets Mission has adopted whole of government and whole of society approach with focus on climate resilience, nutrition, SDGs, tribal culture and heritage, gender equity and sports, especially hockey. This International Convention on Millets is a culmination of our year-long intensive efforts. One of the major outcomes of this convention will be a policy roadmap beyond the International Year of Millets. We are calling it as Bhubaneswar Declaration on Millets for the larger global audience. Just for the information of this very august gathering, we have 2 star ambassadors for our Millets mission, the 3 times Grammy Award winner Ricky Cage and the Master Chef Vikas Khanna also in the days. I welcome them to this particular international convention. I once again extend a hearty welcome to our Honorable Chief Minister and all our esteemed guests, and sincerely look forward to productive deliberations by the experts and different stakeholders. Thank you everyone. Bande Utkal Janani.
Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from taking the first step in 2017 to the inauguration of Mandya Divas last year, to this international convention today, the journey of Odisha Millet Mission has been truly incredible. Let's take a look at this video that showcases the journey. Chalantu dekhiba eko khudra chalachitra madhyamare Odisha Millet Mission ra preranaday jatra.
Under the shining guidance of the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Naveen Patnaik, Odisha Millets Mission has emerged as a front-runner in the aegis of International Year of Millets 2023. Through collaborative efforts and a shared vision, OMM has been able to get together the tribal communities, women and farmers at the same table, while attesting to equity, justice and empowerment. The unique architecture of OMM takes a holistic approach, involving departments, civil societies and research organizations. This has led to the scheme being highlighted as one of the brightest examples on millets promotion across the globe. The positive response from the public and other stakeholders has touted the Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Naveen Patnaik, to celebrate 10th November as Mandya Divas, dedicating a day to millets. Over a period of 1 year, from last year's inaugural Mandya Divas to this year, Odisha Millets Mission, with its unique collaborative framework, has made a mark across multitude of domains. The Make in Odisha conclave served up rightly as the curtain raiser for the collaboration between Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment and FICCI. Taking on the sports mantle, Odisha not only sponsors but also nurtures. A firm collaboration between the women-empowered Mission Shakti and the Indian hockey men's team. The nutritional value of millets was brought to the front with the inauguration of the iconic Millet Shakti outlet. Artistic wall paintings at strategic locations stamped the collaborations with Bhubaneswar Development Authority and the Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation. Through a partnership between the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, APEDA, and the Department of Mission Shakti, the first ever millet export consignment embarked on its journey to the United Arab Emirates. Amidst this, the government of Odisha has taken significant strides towards farmers' empowerment by releasing 4 distinct types of ragi land races to conserve local varieties known for their high yield nature and exceptional nutritional values. Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment has also joined forces with Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology for a pioneering effort on benchmarking the prices of non-ragi minor millets. The Government of Odisha's IYOM framework is a multifaceted endeavor, weaving together the realms of millets and sports, millets and tribes, millets and gender, millets and sustainable development goals, and a series of events to thrust millets into the mainstream. This brings forward to the table the contribution of tribal communities, equitable stakeholder, as well as women and farmers empowerment, something that the Government of Odisha has been focusing on for the longest time. Taking the tribal focus forward, OMM has also joined hands with the Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Research and Training Institute to conduct a comprehensive study to document the rich tapestry of tribal food cultures from across Odisha. With the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment's collaboration with the World Food Programme, OMM is embarking on a knowledge-sharing journey with exchange programs involving farmers, WSHGs, women's self-help groups, FPOs of Odisha, empowering the women and farmers of the state. As the knowledge partner, the Indian Institute of Millet Research is helping OMM in developing a standard operating procedure for seed systems. In a spirited celebration of the International Year of Millets, Odisha is leaving no stone unturned. From bustling cities to serene villages, a wave of events is sweeping across the state, bringing millets to the forefront, all while highlighting the contributions of the tribal communities of the state and empowering women and farmers. The government of Odisha, under the visionary leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Naveen Patnaik, is all set to host the International Convention on Millets on the auspicious occasion of Mandya Divas 2023. It's only the beginning, because millets matter.
What a transformative journey indeed. Well, moving on, we have amidst us on stage Mr. Takayuki Hagiwara, FAO representative, India. Mr. Hagiwara is a distinguished figure with an expert degree from Yale University. He's held a remarkable 2-decade tenure as the regional program lead at FAO and is currently a FAO representative in India. I'll now invite him to address the gathering.
Good morning, Honorable Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, Honorable Agriculture Minister Rafnin Swain, I hope. Secretary of the Government of India, Mr. Afuja, and Director General of the ICR, Dr. Himansh Pathak. And finally, thank you very much for organizing this, Dr. Arvinda Paddy. Thank you very much. Good morning, Odisha. Good morning, all of you. And the ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests and honored guests. On behalf of FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United States, United Nations, as the FAO representative in India, it's my great pleasure to address at this International Convention of Millets. We come together from various corners of India and the world. India is a champion of a millet, and Odisha is a champion of the millet. And the millet is an integral part of the India agricultural heritage. The government of India's leadership in mainstreaming millets production and consumption opens the various solutions to addressing the global hunger and malnutrition. I congratulate the government of India, the government of Odisha, and Odisha Millets Mission for organizing this important event for the Year of Millets 2023. I see here a lot of our fellow farmers who provide us food, and we thank you for your continued effort to produce food for us. Millets have been the cornerstone of the nutrition and sustenance for our generations, providing essential nutriment for people across the world. India, millets hold a special place in the culture and the cuisine, which a rich history of cultivation dating back thousands of years. Millets enhance the sustainability and the resilience of agri-food system by emitting less greenhouse gases, improving soils health, and supporting crop rotation. Millets provides a pivotal role in ensuring the food security and addressing hunger, especially in the region facing climate changes. These climate-resilient crops have proven to be valuable allies to ensure sustainable agriculture and food security. As we gather today in Odisha, the land that has embraced millets in its daily diet for centuries, it is crucial for us to recognize and continue the need to elevate the status of millet on the global stage. From mitigating the impact of climate change to supporting the smallholder farmers and ensuring the food security, the millets have potential to transform our agricultural landscape for the better. During this important convention, I encourage you all to actively engage in the meaningful discussion and share knowledge and forge partnerships that can unlock the full potential of millets. There is the urgent need to explore the vital role of millets play in fostering biodiversity, conserving water, reducing global greenhouse gases emission, and all of which are essential for building the resilient and sustainable good agri-food system. Together, we can develop a path toward a more sustainable and food-secure future where millets play a pivotal role in nourishing the world while safeguarding the environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Aguivara, for your valuable inputs. FIO being the knowledge partner for the International Convention on Millets. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored to have the presence of Srimati Inaugural, the very dynamic Development Commissioner, Additional Chief Secretary, Planning and Convergence Department, Government of Odisha. I'll request her to address the August gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Minister, my colleague, Secretary, Agriculture, Government of India, DG ICR, other guests on the dais of the dais, उपस्थित चासी माने, मिशन शक्ति रमा माने, समस्तंकु हार्दिक स्वागत ओ अभिनंदन. Friends, Odisha is home to 62 tribes and 13 particularly vulnerable tribal communities. Millets have been intrinsically associated with tribal life. So whether it is Mandia Jao, Mandia Peja as their food, or their religious events like Mandia Rani Puja or Bihan Puja, the whole millet has been omnipresent in tribal life. In fact, when they sow their seeds for the first time, they do Bihan Puja, where they offer millet seeds to gods for better harvest. And Odisha Millet Mission curated themselves based on these real grassroots experiences. Since then, the Millet Mission has come a long way, and it has not only increased the production of millets in the state, but also the productivity, and a lot of enabling policies have been made. I remember when I was the Secretary of Women and Child Development Department in 2020, we had started a pilot for Ragi Laddus, basically a sweet snack, for children under 3 in our Anganwadi centers. It was a huge success. We started in 2 districts, And then in 2022, it was taken to all the tribal schools of the state, of some of these districts. And since then, our children have been enjoying these sweet snacks, laddus, in their daily diet. We have also seen a surge of interest in millets among the youth as well. And so a large number of Millet Shakti cafes have been opened and are also likely to be opened soon. I hope that this convention will be very, very useful to all of us. But सर्व प्रथमे मु आपण समस्तन को कहबा को चाहूची जे आमर जो चासी माने इठी अछंती और आमर जो मिशन शक्ति सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स र माँ माने अछंती ये जो सक्सेस हेची सफलता हेची एथिरे बहुत बड़ योगदान आपण समस्तंकर अछि ता पई आपण समस्तन को धन्यवाद. Finally, I would like to wish this conference a huge success. Come, let's take millets to millions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those encouraging words. Well, we are privileged to have amidst us Dr. Himanshu Pathak, Director General of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, a distinguished figure in agriculture research and development with more than 35 years of experience. I now request Dr. Pathak to address this wonderful gathering.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Most Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, Secretary, Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, my colleagues, Sri Arvind Padiji, Srimati Odu Madam, Additional Chief Secretary, very distinguished representatives from FAO and other international organizations, Mr. Cage, Mr. Khanna, all the very distinguished participants, Amaro, Odisha, भाई भगिनी माने देवियों और सज्जनों. Millets are good for consumers, millets are good for cultivators, millets are good for climate, and millets are also good for commerce. Millets are grown with less amount of water and nutrients. Being C4 crops, they produce more biomass from less of carbon dioxide, less of water, less of nutrient, and therefore they are very hardy, profitable, as well as climate resilient. Let me congratulate Government of Odisha for being the pioneer in promoting millet, not only in Odisha, but also elsewhere. Odisha has shown the way of how to take millet to every farmer's household and how to promote it scientifically and also traditionally. So my congratulations and thank Honorable Chief Minister and of course all of your team for this very distinguished service. Friends, all of you know, Odisha Millet Mission was started in 2017. 2018 was declared as National Year of Millet by Government of India. And then this year, 2023, is being observed as International Year of Millet by the United Nations. Indian Council of Agriculture Research has got extensive program for improving millet. Just to give you an example, in last 5 years, we have released 125 varieties of 9 millets. And in this year alone, we have released 36 varieties. 5 of these varieties are biofortified in pearl millet and also 2 varieties of sorghum which are very good for bioethanol production. 2 very distinguished achievements. Number 1, our institute, Indian Institute of Millet Research, which is located in Hyderabad, has been upgraded as Global Center of Excellence for Research and Development on Millet with an additional budget of rupees 250 crores for 3 years. And then in G20, we could initiate Maharishi initiative, which is to promote millet and other ancient grains, not only in India, but throughout the world, with an additional budget of $2 million to start with. ICAR, with all its institutes, KVKs, and of course, university like OUA team, we are very committed to promote millet and working very closely with government of Odisha. So let me assure you here, ICAR will be very, very closely operating and working with the state government to take this mission forward. This particular convention, conclave, is going to be very, very useful for exchange of ideas, for developing collaboration and partnership, and also take the mission, millet mission of the state way forward. I wish this conclave a very big success. Jai Bharat, Bande Bharat, Bande Utkala Janani.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pathak, for your informative address and the applause that came for the Odisha Millet Mission. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are also honored to have amidst us today Shri Manoj Ahuja, Secretary, Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, who has been instrumental in driving India's efforts in millet promotion within the country. I take this opportunity to invite him to address the gathering.
आजिर ये उद्घाटन समारोह मुख्य अतिथि मान्यवर मुख्यमंत्री उड़ीसा श्रीजुक्त नवीन पटनायक जी, सम्मानित अतिथि मान्यवर कृषि मंत्री श्रीजुक्त नरेंद्र प्रताप स्वाई जी, डेयर सचिव भारत सरकार हिमांशु पाठक जी, यूनियन कमिश्नर तथा अतिरिक्त मुख्य शासन सचिव श्रीमती अनुगर्ग, कृषि सचिव श्री अरविंद पहाड़ी, FAO प्रतिनिधि टाकायुकी हागावारा, राज्य सरकार एवं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संस्था अधिकारी एवं प्रतिनिधिगण, उपस्थित चासी भाई और भौनी माने, मिशन शक्ति सदस्य माने, माँ माने और अन्य समस्त अतिथिगण को मु स्वागत जनाऊँची एवं समस्तों को इंटरनेशनल मिलेट्स कन्वेंशनल पालन अवसर रे शुभेच्छा जनाऊँची। उड़ीसा मिलेट्स मिशन रा सफलता ना केवल भारतवर्ष रे किंतु विश्वभर रे चर्चार विषय है। यह मान्यवर मुख्यमंत्री मंत्रियों मार्गदर्शन एवं उड़ीसा सरकार चासी भाई भौनी माने एवं मिशन शक्ति महिला मानक उद्यम जोगु है पारी। Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big hand to the farmers and women self-help groups, workers in Odisha. Odisha Millets Mission before us is a model of how millets can be mainstream. I think one big lesson we can learn from it is that our institutions, our policies, our schemes were oriented towards food security, and it has its own benefits. If we want to bring back crops which are climate friendly, good for the farmer, good for the consumer, then we need a holistic approach. We cannot just touch one or two things and bring about changes. And I think the success of Odisha Millets Mission is a testimony to that. As you must be aware, it was a call given by the Honorable Prime Minister of India that a proposal was given to the UN by India, and UNGA on that proposal declared 2023 as International Year of Millets. 72 countries had supported the proposal. During the year, the Government of India has taken many steps nationally and also internationally to make millets or Shiriyan gain global acceptance. 11 states have set up millet missions now for promotion of millets. Different departments and Indian mission abroad have been conducting activities towards promoting millets. More than 500 startups and 400 FPOs have established within this year. In the G20 meetings held across the country, millets was an integral part, and the G20 nations supported the millets research initiative, which Dr. Himanshu pointed out and which he is working on. Efforts have been made to increase productivity, production, involve chefs for recipes, startups and industries for new millet products, and making it a part of diet of citizens, both nationally and internationally. Odisha Sarkar रागी व मांडिया र मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस रे प्रोक्योरमेंट पाई विशेष व्यवस्था करिसंती। ओडिशा मिलेट्स मिशन एबे मिलेट्स लैंड रेसिस को वैरायटी भावे नोटिफाई करिसंती जाकी सारा देश रे प्रथम थरे हेची। I want to say that there are numerous learnings and examples from Odisha Millets Mission, which I think states in the country and even nations and international organizations abroad can learn from. I wish the convention all success, and I am sure it will play a big role in mainstreaming millets. International Convention on Millets रा आयोजन करी ओडिशा एक उदाहरण सृष्टि करीची। मु समस्तों को आउ थरे धन्यवाद जनाऊची। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insight. On dais with us today, ladies and gentlemen, is Shri Ranendra Pratap Swami, Honorable Cabinet Minister, Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, Fisheries and Animal Resources Department, Government of Odisha, leading the team working on the transformation of agriculture in Odisha. We'll request him for his address.
सुप्रभात, समस्त को नमस्कार। ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर श्रीयुक्त नवीन पटनायक जी, श्री मनोज आहूजा, सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर एंड फार्मर्स वेलफेयर, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, श्रीमती अनुगर्ग, डेवलपमेंट कमिश्नर कम एसीएस, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ओडिशा, डॉक्टर हिमांशु पाठक, डायरेक्टर जनरल आईसीएआर, Dr. Arvind Kumar Padhi, Principal Secretary, Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment Department, Mr. Takayuki Hagiwara, FAO Representative India, Director Agriculture and Food Production, Mr. Premchand Chaudhary, representative, those who have gathered here across the globe, and from various UN and other international organizations, and other dignitaries on the stage and off the stage. एठारे उपस्थित ओडिशार विभिन्न कोण अनुकोणरू आसिथिबा आदरणीय कृषक भाई और भौणी माने, महिला स्वयं सहायक गोष्ठीर सदस्य, कृषक उत्पादन गोष्ठीर सदस्य सदस्यवृंद, समस्त को पुनर्बार नमस्कार। और समस्त को मांडिया आंतर्जातिक सम्मेलनी बा मिलेट्स आंतर्जातिक सम्मेलन को मु स्वागत जनाऊँगी। Today I feel privileged to welcome such a galaxy of stakeholders associated with millets cultivation, processing and marketing of millets. I would like to mention with pride that it was because of the gala vision of our People's Chief Minister, Srijukta Naveen Patnaik, for which has led to the establishment of Odisha Millet Mission, and which has encouraged the cultivation of millets among the farmers, initially in the undivided Koraput district. However, under the able guidance of our Chief Minister, soon this cultivation of millets has become popular, and now it is being actively cultivated across 177 blocks in 30 districts of Odisha. As a result of hard work and timely intervention, millets production has taken off exponentially in our state. Odisha Millet Mission has introduced modern methods of cultivation, farm mechanization, judicious use of fertilizer and plant protection has resulted in huge yields. After the bumper production, the next big challenge was to market and consume the same. In order to address the twin problems, Odisha started a procurement regime to buy back millets at MSP. From a mere procurement of about 17,000 quintals in 2018 and 19, it has now increased in excess of 6 lakh quintals in just 4 years. And we propose to go ahead keeping target of 8 lakhs in the current year. Honorable Chief Minister has directed to include millets in the PDS, in the midday meal program at Anganwadi centers. These steps have increased the adaptability of the millets as a diet by choice. We are working with many schools, hospitals, health centers, hotels to include millets-based diet in order to include that in the food basket of the common man. Odisha's Mission Shakti program is a much talked about not only nationally but internationally. For our Chief Minister, women empowerment is not just a slogan, it is an article of faith. They are empowered economically, socially and politically. Odisha Millets Mission has also consciously taken all possible steps to ensure more and more women are a part of the entire gamut of things that relates to millets. ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଗର୍ବର ସହିତ କହୁଛି ଏବଂ ଖୁସିର ସହିତ କହୁଛି ମାଣ୍ଡିଆ ଚାଷ ଓ ପ୍ରକ୍ରିୟାକରଣ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମର ସିଂହଭାଗ ଆମର ମା ମାନେ ତୁଲାଉଛନ୍ତି। ମା ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦଉଛି ଏବଂ ଏଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ସବୁ ମହିଳା ସ୍ୱୟଂ ସହାୟକ ଗୋଷ୍ଠୀର ସଦସ୍ୟ ତଥା ମହିଳା ଚାଷୀଙ୍କୁ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଜଣାଉଛି। Today many of our women farmers and women SHG members have traveled as far as Paris, New Delhi, Hyderabad to share their success stories. I am sure during the course of these 2 days, international convention here in Bhubaneswar, we will hear many more such good stories and enervating stories from our SSGs and our women. We all know the challenge of climate change and its impact on cultivation now. Millets have all the properties to survive many such climatic vagaries and can ensure food security, especially to the poor, and it can also provide the vital vitamins and minerals to address the issue of malnutrition among women and children. We have to fight against hunger. We have to address caloric hunger with protein hunger, and finally the hidden hunger, which is due to the deficiencies in diet, in micronutrients and vitamins. Keeping this in mind, United Nations General Assembly has declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets with the theme, Healthy Millets, Healthy People. As part of this celebration, Government of Odisha has organized this International Millets Convention for 2 days, bringing all stakeholders on a single platform to discuss how we can take millets production, marketing and consumption to the next level. I am sure all those galaxy of stakeholders and people, those who have come and gathered here in Bhubaneswar, will give good suggestions and will try to inculcate the same in our millet mission. Honorable Chief Minister has been rightly emphasizing, unless people are aware, the fruits of efforts cannot reach the masses. Hence, as per his suggestion, Odisha is observing November 10th as Mandia Divas since last year, and that falls tomorrow. Perhaps Odisha is the first state to do so. Odisha's millet mission has drawn wide acclamation, and our model has been recommended by Niti Aayog to be emulated by other states in the country. Millets, especially ragi in Odisha, has been transformed from a humble coarse grain to getting the status of superfood. Now our next target is to ensure millets produced by the state, especially the women SSGs, don the shelves of the supermarkets in the state as well as outside the state and outside the country. I am sure with the dedicated team at Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment and with the guidance of our beloved People's Chief Minister, Srijukta Naveen Patnaik, we will achieve this sooner than later because Odisha is now connected to Singapore, Bangkok and other places where we can transport our ragi as soon as possible. I once again welcome everybody to this convention and hope to find a concrete path for further improvement in cultivation, marketing and consumption of millets. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Bande Utkala Janani.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a significant moment in the International Convention on Millets. Vartaman Odisha Millet Mission Karjakama Sambandhita Kishi Bises Prakasanaro Unmochana Karajibo. We would be first unveiling the coffee table book on Odisha Millet Mission curated by the United Nations World Food Programme. Honorable Minister Shri Ranendra Pratap Swami, I'll request him to hand over the coffee table book to our Honorable CM, sir, along with the Deputy Country Director, WFP, Ms. Nozomi Hashimoto. I'll now request the esteemed guests on dais to unveil the Foundation Guide on Millets by Asia Pacific Association for Agriculture Research Institution. I'll request Principal Secretary Dr. Arvind Kumar Padi and Director Shri Prem Chandra Chaudhary to hand it over to our Honorable CM, sir. For the first time, a Foundation Guide has been developed on millet in collaboration with the Asia Pacific Association for Agriculture Research Institution. No such knowledge product exists currently. This will be Odisha's knowledge product contribution to the world, ladies and gentlemen. This Foundation Guide on Millets. So that's the Foundation Guide on Millets. Well, to commemorate the International Convention on Millet, the Principal Secretary, Dr. Arvind Padi, also proposed to release a special cover by the Department of Posts. So it gives me immense pleasure that Shri Suvendu Swai, Chief Postmaster, approved the cover within a short duration of time. We extend our thanks to him. But due to urgent official work, all right, we have here Amapakhe iti achanti sabutu utkrishta pradashan karithiba ragi chasi semane achanti iti ebong tanko sahita achanti kichi आदिवासी चाषी जो माने राज्य देश विहन संरक्षण करी आसिचंती बाती बरंग कलिराम सुआर सुमंत खेमुंदु राईमती गुरिया सुभाष महांतो तांको पे जोरदार करताली हे जाऊ बोल ले आए Postmaster ज नहीं टिके रहंतु so well, it's now time to celebrate and honor the commendable contribution of the best performing district in millet production. The first position securing would be Sundargarh. So we'll request the collector or chief district agriculture officer or ADM, any representative present, to please come on dais. The collector is there, Dr. Kavalipura Harshad. District collector is here with us from Sundargarh. The best performing district securing first position in millet production promotion in Odisha. For the second position, we have Koraput. So I'll request if the collectors or ADM, Chief District Medical Officer, whoever is present, to please come on dais. At the third position would be Rayagada. And the fourth position would be Nuapada. For special category, they have been offered in a special category for excellent work on entrepreneurship development on millet and innovative activities. So let's acknowledge their commendable efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, millet agriculture with a huge round of applause. Congratulations to all of them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a distinct honor for this convention to have the gracious presence of the Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Naveen Patnaik. His visionary leadership to the state's progress, especially in the realm of agriculture, aligned with the ethos of our convention. And it will be an honor for us to request him for the inaugural address. Please extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Naveen Patnaik, as he takes the stage for the inaugural address.
Just me. Honorable Minister, senior officers of Government of India and Government of Odisha, representatives of UN agencies, scientists, startups, distinguished guests, Mission Shakti, Roma Mane, Priya Chasi, Bhai Obhoni Mane, Samastanku Namaskar. I welcome all of you to the International Convention on Millets. Millets are traditional grains, climate resilient, and a powerhouse of nutrition. Millets can play an important role to achieve nutritional security. Humble millets are emerging as a hope for our future. The United Nations has declared 2023 as International Year of Millets. Odisha is the first state to organize such an international convention involving all stakeholders. Odisha is a pioneer in designing a people-centric millet mission with focus on livelihood and nutrition of our tribal communities. My government always prioritized the welfare of every segment of society. We launched Odisha Millets Mission in 2017 with a focus to revive the millets. For us, the promotion of millets is about justice and equity to rain-fed farmers of Odisha. To encourage millet cultivation, we have increased the direct benefit incentives for millets and laid out assured procurement of millets and of ragi. My government is investing over rupees 2,000 500 crores for providing income and livelihood support to farmers. I encourage all of you to spread the word about the Millets mission so every eligible farmer can become a part of this journey. It is also very heartening to see the journey of Mission Shakti, Women's Self-Help Group in the millet value chain. Under the brand of Millet Shakti, Mission Shakti groups have shown the world how millet-based enterprises can play an important role in appealing to taste buds of consumers and improve livelihood. As the International Year of the Millet 2023 is coming to an end, the Convention on Millets provides an opportune moment to revisit the efforts and strategies of different stakeholders. My government will put all its efforts to make Odisha become a center for excellence and contribute to economic growth, well-being, and health of the people of Odisha. Bande Utkal Janani.
For your address, and I'll now request Director Shri Prem Chandra Chaudhary to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Honorable Chief Minister, sir, I express my sincere gratitude to you, sir, for inaugurating the International Convention on Millets. I also extend my thanks to Honorable Minister Agriculture, Secretary Agriculture Government of India, DG ICAR, ACS DC ma'am, Principal Secretary sir, FAO Representative India, Deputy Country Director WFP, 3 times Grammy Award winner Ricky Cage जी, मास्टर शेफ विकास खन्ना जी और सबू चाषी भाई भौनी जो ये आज अटेंड करी और मिलेट मिशन को ये जगह नानीवा जानकर ये अच्छी योगदान अच्छी ऑल डिपार्टमेंट ऑफिशियल्स फिकी टीम सबों को मोर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद वासन टीम एंड फ्रेंड फ्रॉम मीडिया धन्यवाद बंदे उत्कल जननी.
We would like to once again thank our Honorable Chief Minister, Sir Shri Naveen Patnaik, for gracing this inaugural ceremony. We would also like to thank all our esteemed dignitaries for being a part of this inaugural ceremony and making it a success. Thank you so much for your presence.
Adi